Hey Matt, how you doing? Here at the Krotos audio stand, where you're sort of taking a bit of a diversion from your usual fare. You've got your first instrument by the looks of things, right?
Yeah, that's right. So it's our first plugin for the music market. It's called Concept. It's a synth. It's a bit of a divergence for us. So usually our products are for post-production in games. People working there, been very successful there. But yeah, stepping out, doing something new, something exciting for a different market now.
So tell me, I mean, it's quite. It's got sort of large display elements, I suppose, is the way that I would describe it. So, what is the concept of Concept? Oh, that sounds so cheesy.
Can't resist the pun, man. I mean, it's fair enough. So, the basic idea is that what you see here is what you get. The idea is that it's simple to use. Everything is available to you at all times. You don't have to menu dive. You don't have to tab switch. The core of the plugin is this central modulation section, which you can see here. We use color coding everywhere we can in visualization, so you can see what the modulators are doing, what's assigned wherever you've got it. So it's quick and easy at a glance, so you should always be able to see what's going on in the plugin and why. So that, yeah, you can just keep working all the time.
So is it like a sort of subtractive
That's right, yeah.
analog models?
Exactly, yeah.
Thing, right,
yeah.
Okay. So it's got oscillators and filters and that kind of stuff.
That's right, yeah. And it's got a really nice effects section as well. We've got a nice convolution reverb in there as well. So you can also stick your own impulses in there. You can even layer up 3 convolution reverbs in series for some really crazy effects if you want to. But yeah, really the core of the plugin is the modulation section in the center. And we've got some kind of interesting ways of handling the modulation in there as well that I'd like to show you guys as well.
So I'm guessing you've got some presets that kind of show off some of this. So where are we starting? Give us a sound.
Yeah, cool. Okay, so let's start with this one. We actually just made this earlier. It's called Fat Bass, Fat Bass.
So you're modulating the envelope by the looks of things there, right?
Yeah, that's right. So basically anything you can see that's got a label can be modulated. Sorry. And you can just drag and drop that in. So as you can see, we've got our envelopes moving all over the place. But if we want to just pick this release up and have it modulated by anything else, just drag it up and now you see it's blue. And yeah, the idea is that at all times everything's visualized. So no, there's nothing mysterious there. You can always see what's going on, how and why. So if I stop that preset and move on to something else, cool.
Yeah, there's some sort of quite tasty modulation reverb there, is there? But of course, or
yeah, that's actually both going on. I've actually got 2 reverbs going on there, actually.
And you can modulate the effects parameters as well, right?
That's right. Yeah, you can just drag and drop this in. So it has control the mix of this envelope, mix of this reverb. Sorry, with the envelope maybe. So yeah, different style thing there again. And we've also got tons of things like plucks and effects. You can do really weird, unusual effects-based stuff with it as well. Let's hook this up.
Well, that's interesting. So, I mean, you've got sort of traditional waves there. Can you create custom modulation curves and go into audio rates and all that sort of stuff?
At the moment, we've kept the waveforms just really straightforward. We're probably going to increase that later on, but so we've kept certain parts of it just nice and really straightforward. It's actually a really good starter synth, or actually for people wanting to get into synthesis or learn how it's done, it could be a really good thing for people as well, especially with all the modulation and things like that.
And what about the mod rates of the LFO? I mean, they're running kind of quite, moderately at the moment.
Yeah, you
can get right up.
You can pitch them right up as well, yeah. I really like to actually modulate those with other LFOs as well, nice and easily as well, by just drag and dropping them into the other one as well. And we got some kind of more interesting shapes going on there.
Oh, interesting.
Nice and quickly. So
yeah.
yeah.
What do you think? What's the sort of strong point? Where does it excel at? What's the?
Okay, so one of the really cool things that is really nice about the plugin is the way that you can connect it to other stuff in your track. So, for instance, if we hook up this one right now. So at the moment it sounds really straightforward. So the reason for that is we're using the audio input modulators. So this allows you to just hook up anything else in your track to the plugin. So I've got a beat here and I'm just hooking it up in live using the sidechained down the bottom. So if we play it without the beat, it's quite straightforward. So you see now that I'm using that beat on that first audio input to modulate the filter.
So you do get audio rate stuff, but from an audio input, which kind of makes sense.
And so once you've got that feeding in, you can control anything with it. Just drag and drop whatever you want into it. So in this preset, I've set up a second one here, second audio input. It's not doing anything right now. But if I try this other bass line, so now we'll see that this second audio input is being used to control the flanger here in the effects. And this one's on pitch mode. So we're detecting the pitch of the incoming melody, which is zeroing in on it here. And that becomes our modulation range. And we're applying that modulation range to anything that's in green.
Ah, okay.
So in most stores you can have up to 4 of these. So if I want to hook up like the kick to one thing, the snare to another thing, or the hats, anything I've got already in the session in the track to spice up the synth, that's really, really easy to do here.
So you can you get automatically clock synced effectively because you're using the rhythmic content of an audio track.
Yeah.
So that's the sort of USP of this.
I would say so. Yeah. I mean, it's a really cool feature. So another nice thing we've got in is it's a feature we call Tweak It, which is a variation system. So I don't like to call it a randomization system because it's a little bit more advanced than that. So basically, everything you see here that's got a little yellow little ring around it is assigned to the system. So if we play the same melody again, all we have to do here is go down to Tweak It and roll a dice, and we're going to get a variation of only the parameters we've assigned to it. So this is why it's more interesting than just random, like global randomization.
You can randomize specific elements.
Exactly, and also by the amount that you want to. So if you've got something you like and you want to keep it where it is, you just give it a small distance. Something you want to vary.
It's particularly useful for if you're doing 16th triggers and you want to maybe wiggle with the decay.
For sure, yeah.
The release, so it's just sort of a bit of variance.
Exactly. So it's like, and this applies to all the factory presets as well. And and that centers around where you've set the parameters as well. So if I move the FM on this one down, if I want it there, and then I want it to move around that point by a little bit, that's what it's going to do. Yeah?
That's really interesting. It's got quite a unique flavour. Exactly.
And then you've also got a master amount that applies to everything that system. So you say, right, okay, I like it, but I want to move it a little bit, so I'll take it down to like 20%. Just move a little bit, and then within that whole system that you've applied as well. So if you want to shake something up completely, make it absolutely crazy, or just open up a factory preset, you like it, but you need it to be a little bit different, you can just tweak it.
Oh, interesting.
And you can get something very different quite quickly, and then zero in on it yourself.
So is this in production now? I mean, is it available, or is it?
Yeah, it's out now. I think our release price is, I think it's about 70 quid.
Oh, right. Okay.
It's cheap and cheerful, really accessible.
And what does it run in? VST, AU?
VST, VST3, AU, AX.
Oh, okay.
So pretty much anything it'll run on. And
nice. And could you run it from real-time audio inputs? So could you put a mic in or?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, I've got a mic here right now. You can try that if you like.
Okay, right. I don't know if I want to sing anything personally, but yeah. So you can run it. Oh, okay.
So yeah. So if I go to my track where I had my beat, there we go. So I'm actually going to turn on a gate because we've got conference level.
Yeah, it's noisy here.
Audio here. There we go. So hopefully now, if I'm just tapping that, there we go. Look. So now, that should be coming through.
So you can modulate some parameters with that as well.
Yeah. So basically, anything you've got that you're feeding in that's creating audio, you can pick that up, amplitude follow it, or pitch follow it, and apply that to your actual synth parameters.
Nice. Available. Where do people find it?
You can find it on krotosaudio.com or through your favourite resellers.
Thank you very much, Matt.
Thank you very much.